Hello, Collective. It's Belana, the Spark to the Self, another astrological energy forecast for the week of December 11th through the 17th. If it's your first time here, please remember to like, share, and subscribe so that way you get notified of all content. I, of course, do the astrological energy forecast each week, as well as collective tarot readings that are for all star signs, as well as daily motivational shorts of messages from your higher self. Little disclaimer with those, if they go too quickly for you, please note I only get 60 seconds. And I let the cards speak. So I let the divine speak through the cards. If they say there's five, there's five. And if it goes too quickly for you, I just ask you to pause it to read the message, okay? I'd rather give you the information that you need versus me trying to determine your literacy level, okay? I don't want to do that to you, okay? I'm also the author of The Princess and Her Inner Voice, which is a self-love and self-worth based fairy tale about how your intuition speaks to you, how it can be used to overcome all obstacles, help you to heal from all traumas, as well as will get you to your happy ending in whichever way that looks for you. Okay, you can find this book on online retailers such as Amazon, Walmart, Barnes & Noble, just to name a few, as well as on the author's website, which is www.aspiraltotheself.com. And on that website, you'll see things that are for self-care and spiritual hygiene practices, such as a ritual bath to remove any ill intent, ill will, any negative energies, any curses, hexes, evil eye, as well as will help raise your vibration, okay, and help promote healing. You can find that on my website. And if I spoke too quickly for you, at the very end of this video, there'll be a brief little snippet with illustrations from The Princess and Her Inner Voice, messages from the book, as well as where to purchase it, and where you can purchase it at, and the website if you are interested. The website will be in my description box as well as in the comment section. I'd love to take this time out right now to give a shout out to my day ones, my beautiful soul tribe. Thank you for your love, shares, likes, and support. Okay, you guys truly are my sole purpose. I do this for you guys. I'm truly humbled and grateful to be provided with this position, okay, to help everybody go through this thing called life and the spiral to the self, the mastery of the self, okay, so that way we can heighten our vibrations and attract versus chase what we want in life. So I do want to say thank you so much, okay? And if you are a returning face, like I said, my day ones, or someone who is a new subscriber returning, thank you so much. Welcome. Which goes into Dziedich, Falcha, Banate an Banja Ort, which is Gaelic for hello. Welcome. May the blessings of the goddess follow you. So before I get started, I'm going to cleanse the area and myself before I deliver this message. I cleanse myself in this area of any ill will, ill intent, negativity, and darkness, and only allow positive and goddess-like energies to flow through as I channel. I call upon Anu, Maka, Bav, the Morgan, the Trinity Three, Banja, my archangels, my ancestors, and the seen and unseen. Please protect me, this video, this channel, and the viewers as I deliver this divinely guided message. Please allow me to see what you want the collective to know. Please only allow positive and goddess-like energies to flow through as I channel this divinely guided message. That any curses, hexes, evil eye, let they be dissolved, transmuted, and intervened with by the All-High. The sender's mask will be forcefully ripped off, and all their lies, deceit, and ill intentions will become exposed. They'll be unable to hide, and it'll become publicly known. That's just short and sweet for if you send that shit, prepare to pay for that shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't know the people that you're sending things to. I say it all the time, and I'm gonna say it again. Be careful of who you send your energy to. I don't say that for my benefit. I say that for the people who are doing the dirty in the background. I say it for you, in case you're too ignorant and you didn't read, the full description in the grimoire that you're doing witchcraft on, or you're picking and choosing what you believe out of things, okay? Because every single spirituality and every single, occult believes in some kind of sacrifice and payout for what you're trying to do to people. So there's a 3x3 rule, but there's ultimately something has to be paid in order for something to happen, okay? And energy is energy. What you put out comes back to you, okay? And you don't know who backs who. You don't know if the person you're attacking has a spiritual army. You don't know if the person is a chosen one that has angelic and godlike assistants behind them, or ancestors that are very powerful. You don't know that. Maybe you should do some research, maybe. Or maybe you should be about raising the vibration instead of being low vibration. Because if you're trying to attack a high vibration person, it will not work. It will immediately repel off of their vibration, and it will go straight back to you, and you will literally curse yourself. So please don't. Please don't. And also, you don't know the skill level of the person you're trying to attack. Now, I only say this, collective, because I uploaded a tarot reading today, and because I had this download, like, where someone's really, really pissed because you guys are about that business, okay? Like, you're 10 toes down, you're a boss, and whatever it is that you're doing out there, whatever kind of gifts that you're getting through this ascension, and if you want to know more about the ascension, please check out my video for the previous week, okay? It's the ascension time. People are getting downloads. People are getting gifts that passed all the divine tests of integrity as well as power, okay? Because you don't get gifts without passing those tests. Because you have to ultimately have ultimate trust and faith in the divine, that whatever situation you're in, there are situations of integrity, and you speak the truth no matter what. You're not moved by fear. And there's, the power test, that when you get a little bit of ability, what do you do with it? Do you help the collective, or do you hurt the collective? And if you hurt the collective, you get it taken away. Okay? So, I only say that you don't know what people have. You don't know what people can do with what you send out. Okay? So, if you're sending somebody who's gifted your energy, you don't know what they're going to do with it. They can keep it. I mean, there's the obvious, they can return it back to center, and you're just going to get whatever you send out tenfold. So if you're trying to unalive somebody, it's going to go to you and your family. You're just going to give yourself, somebody in your family is going to pay for your mistake. But say if they decide to keep it, it's all fair because you gave it to them, you sent it to them. And if they keep it to transmute it, it's just going to accelerate their ascension. It's going to accelerate their manifestations. It's going to essentially accelerate their awakening. You're going to make them more powerful if they choose to keep the power and energy you sent towards them. You're going to make that person so powerful by being dumb. I say that to you, and I truly, truly mean it from the heart of my bottom. You're doing something dumb. You don't know these people's abilities. You don't know what they're going to do with it. And if they decide to keep it, one, you just disempowered yourself. You gave them your power. While you deal with the karmic repercussions, you gave them your power. You essentially gave them a buffet of energy to do with whatever they want, while you hurt yourself in every kind of way. And if they have a little bit of an ability, say if they're a seer, they can read energy, you gave them complete access to you. Because in the intuitive download, it was like someone was pissed that all their secrets were getting out, and they wanted you, collective, to doubt your abilities. They wanted you to doubt your connection to the divine, thinking that God's going to come and get you. God doesn't give you abilities unless he wants you to have them. You have to prove you're worthy of them to get them. Yeah. So it's all about targeting your solar plexus. So here, okay, which is what the chakra that's going to be most impacted this week during this ascension, because we're going to be deep, deep into the ascension. This is going to be like a peak pivotal week, okay, of the ascension. So that's why I give that disclaimer out there, and I always have to, especially with the new moons and the full moons, and anytime there's a portal open, because people think they're going to do some dirty in the background. You will destroy yourself in every way. You haven't learned that already? You're literally going to dig your own grave. Literally. You're going to completely devoid yourself of any finances. You're going to literally crumble your foundation every way. You're going to make yourself super, super sick, and you're not going to be able to cure from it. Or you're going to give your family a generational curse to pay for because of your ignorance and stupidity. So stop. Quit focusing on other people and what they have. Focus on you. Heal. Raise your vibration so you can attract what you're wanting or what you're desiring versus trying to take it from other people. Because chances are you've been doing it already. Trying to take from other people. See where it's gotten you. See where it's gotten you. Where's it getting you? I encourage you, because you're going to do some deep introspection this week anyway. So it's really going to make you think about it. If you've been doing dirty to people and trying to steal or curse or hex or, try to create problems for people legally, where's it gotten you? I want to know. Where's it gotten you? Do you feel successful? Do you feel happy? Do you feel fulfilled? Did it fill that empty void inside of you that you've been trying to fill by hurting other people? Did it? Did it bypass all your traumas and your inner childhood wounds? Did it fill that, or did it heal that? No? Didn't? Damn shame, huh? You did all that for nothing. You did all that just to hurt yourself and give yourself more wounds to heal from. Make good decisions, collective. Make good decisions. When it comes to the portals, take what the portals are intended for, which is to ascend, not to go deeper and deeper and deeper into the muck to where you can't get out of it. Stop trying to hurt the collective. It hasn't gotten you anywhere, and it's not going to get you anywhere. Okay? Okay, boo? It's not going to help you to hurt the collective. It's going to really, really hurt you, and you're really finding that out. So stop. You're tricking yourself out of your own spot, and you're harming your families. So stop. And you're giving people access to you to expose all your secrets. So if you keep trying to curse them or anything like that, you're giving them your energy to feed off of, so to accelerate their manifestations. But then also, you're giving them complete access to your energy and your mind to read. Like, you're literally handing them your secrets. And because you're acting as an enemy, and all is fair, you're acting as an enemy, giving them your secrets, this person you're trying to attack. It is only right that they do something with it. And they're going to be supported by the All High to take you down. A lot of this is fated events, collective, so just know that. A lot of this is fated events. It's written in the stars that some of you, or a lot of you, are going to literally take down secret societies and stuff because they made the mistake of trying to victimize you or target you. You're the generational curse breaker. You make a path out of nowhere, and these people pick the wrong people to mess with. People that were minding their own business, drinking their water, right? They pick the wrong ones. And with that, we're going to go into the retrograde energies, okay? So you have Uranus retrograde, which is a wake-up call, to provide breakthroughs for independence. Like I said, this is all a wake-up call. What's been going on all summer and fall is a wake-up call. You're being, we just had Neptune go direct, which, exposed all the truth, everything that was hidden, that was going on in the background, all the secrets, okay? Then you were provided with a wake-up call, who and what was doing what to what. Like, Joe Schmo and Sally were doing things in the background to you to hurt whatever. Okay, you were being illuminated to that, and you had to cut them off. It was to give you independence. Give you a breakthrough for that independence. And then you have Jupiter retrograde, which is about wisdom and knowledge. However, a review of finances and our belief systems surrounding money, because a lot of these people did a bunch of shit to you for money, because they thought they were going to get some kind of financial gain to do black magic against you, or to steal something from you, to forge documents, to try to set you up, in the legal system or something, to put you in jail or something like that. They thought they were going to get somewhere by doing that, okay? But it was all surrounding money. They thought they were going to get a payout for it. Then you have Vesta retrograde, which is about focusing on transforming our relationships with family in order to protect the home and our inner flame, to protect our higher self, to protect our souls. So you received all the information of who you could not trust anymore, who was not on your team, who was trying to take you and your family down. You saw who they were. It was illuminated to you. It was illuminated to you what they did. You cut them off, and now look at you. You're rebuilding a firm foundation with the stones they threw at you. They gave you more to build off of, okay? They're accelerating your blessings, but you had to cut them off first to do that, okay? But you're gonna be taking more self-care of yourself, putting yourself first, because you are worthy of love. You are worthy of having peace and joy in your life. And you had to remove the people who were determined to take it from you and to suck it from you, that were trying to drain you of your peace, your happiness, your personal freedom to be yourself. It was illuminated to you who those people were and that they had to go. Okay, so let's get into the weekly energies, okay? So December 11th through the 17th, okay? So first of all, we're gonna have the 12/12 new moon in Sagittarius portal open, okay? As well as 3 meteor shower peak days. So angel number 333, connection of mind, body, and soul, and divine intervention, okay? Which is going to relate to the solar plexus chakra here, your self-esteem, your self-confidence, okay? It's gonna be illuminated this week. So we're at the peak point of the ascension. Like I said, if you need more information about that, check the previous weeks, okay? I'll even include it at the very end, so that way you can have a link to that if you're wanting more information about what the ascension is, okay? As we go through a spiritual awakening that is divinely orchestrated to raise our vibrations, our self-esteem, and self-confidence, and listening to our inner wisdom, listening to our inner voice, our higher self, okay? So December 11th, Mercury will sextile Venus and the moon will be in Sagittarius. Okay, you're going to be exploring new directions of invention and creation, as this is a favorable day for communications and information sharing in our relationships and finances that will provide the optimism to see our decision through to further our freedom. Okay, you're going to get some information either from communications, you're going to be speaking to somebody in your relationships, okay, or there's going to be a partnership coming of some kind, romantic or professional, that's going to help your finances in some way, okay, but it's also going to help you further your freedom, give you that optimism, make you excited, okay, about where you're going, okay? 12/12, like I said, this is going to be a new moon in Sagittarius portal. However, this is the hydrid meteor shower peak day, okay? So this is going to have us engaging in healing practices that permit ourselves to let our inner light shine, as our intuition will ignite introspective, intuitive thought as we undergo a spiritual awakening. Okay, the portal is to our higher self to receive information from our Akashic records, which is open to us right now. Okay, as and our Akashic records are 1, going to further our freedom, and 2, purge us of emotional pain and trauma that is needed to be let go of or be released in order to manifest what we desire, okay? It's going to make us feel a desire to be involved in projects that will better the everyday life of everyday people, okay? However, note, like I said, when I mentioned these people that were in the background, these secret societies, these groups that were out here preying on people, trying to hurt people for financial gain, this day is going to make them feel very threatened, because they thrived off of trying to oppress other people, trying to keep people down, trying to keep people in low vibration so that they could take from them, so they could benefit off of keeping them down, okay? So just know that. On the 13th, Mercury will be in retrograde, and it's going to be in retrograde until January 1st of 2024 in Sagittarius, which is the detriment sign of Mercury. Okay, so what you need to know about Mercury retrograde. There's always travel delays, there's accidents, there's traffic, there's communication delays, there's information delays, there's technology delays, okay? Mercury is the messenger of the divine, and when it goes backwards, it's like making sure that you have all the information that you need prior to going forward, but it's going to be very painful, okay? It's going to be like a painful awakening, like of what you truly need, what needs to be illuminated to you, what detail is missing that you have to have. And that's why it's like time kind of slows down a little bit and you have this chaos, okay? So make sure you allow extra time before you leave every day for work or wherever it is you're trying to go. Prepare for technology delays, like your whole system could crash, your internet could go down, things of that nature. It's just, it happens every time. It's like, if you know this is part of your reality, what are you gonna do about it? You prepare, okay? Information could be delays, okay? Because it's a detriment sign, it means it's going to be weakened or disharmonious, okay? So it's going to slow down the communication, slow down the technology, slow down the information that you need. Okay, and then on December 14th, we're going to have a Gemini meteor shower peak day. So this is going to have us seek wisdom and the divine powers as we will be shown a new way of living. okay? To be a spokesperson on alternative matters to protest against established systems. So this has been a common theme, and like I said, it's astrologically written that there's going to be like another revolution. Okay, there's going to be a revolution in our thoughts. There's going to be a revolution in our perspectives. It's going to make us ditch the old established systems that purposely kept people oppressed or kept people down in low vibration, that fed off of their fear, okay? Because fear robs you of everything. So it's going to tear down these systems that put people in this mindset, because when you have fear, you block all your blessings. Your aura gets very thin. You're prone to sickness. You're prone to health issues, okay? You block everything good that's supposed to come to you. And because if you live in a state of fear, you're blocked from the divine. Because if you are truly connected to the divine, you won't have fear. You know that everything happens for a reason, that it's either a lesson or a blessing. And if it's a tower moment, chaos, it's something that is not good for you is being taken away, so that way you can build for better. Because rejection is protection, okay? So if something didn't happen, it wasn't meant to. The divine saw something that you didn't. Like, you thought it was the answer to your dreams. You thought it was what you were supposed to have. You thought it was what you wanted. But there was something in the background that was not going to be good for you. And you were provided with the protection of not having it. And it requires trust. It requires faith that everything happens in divine right time, and that you are protected and loved as long as you listen to your intuition, as long as you listen to the divine. You have faith that the universe will provide you with everything that you need. That can be an affirmation that you need, okay? That says, the universe will provide me with everything I need. Say it over and over and over again, okay? It'll help alleviate that fear, okay? Speaking on experience with that, okay? Say that it's a blessing in disguise. A lot of things that are tower moments are a blessing in disguise. It seems like the world's falling apart. However, it's to prevent you from further devastation of something else that was coming your way in the background that you didn't know about. Okay, so this is where we're at astrologically. We're here in the time period of history where we are ditching these old established systems that were making us feel down, that were trying to oppress us, that was trying to feed off of fear, keep us in low vibration. So we didn't know what was going on. We didn't know that we were being robbed. We didn't know that, there's people literally taking from us, taking our energy, our time, our money, that there's all these things happening to us, that we were being preyed upon. And the divine's giving us the information. It's opening our eyes to let us know there's another way to live. Just because this has been the decided, determined way of living for the past however many years, we'll say 60, doesn't mean that's the only way to live. It's the self-limiting belief. It's the self-imposed cage that makes you think that this is the only way, right? There's so many other ways out there. There's so many other ways. But it's because we were taught, it was indoctrinated in us that this is the only way to be. This is the only way you can live. And it makes many people feel depressed, feel disconnected, feel overburdened, okay? Because they believe truly that this is the only way to be, and it's miserable. That's why they hate the human experience. That's why they don't want to be here. There's a lot of suicide. There's a lot of everything, okay? Of people that feel just overburdened with life, and that's because you have the belief that this is the only way to live. And the divine's going to wake you up during this awakening and say, there's a better way. There's a better way. Follow it. Follow the information, okay? And many of you, if you haven't already, are going to get real closer access to your higher self, to your intuition. Where you may have been blocked before, you're going to have full access to it now. And it's going to make you question a lot of things that you believed as absolute. It's going to make you truly question things. Question yourself on if it makes you happy. On the things that you have, the things that you're doing. Does it make me happy? Does it make me fulfilled? Does it make me feel safe? Does it make me feel secure? No. What can I do to give me those feelings? What is it that I need in order to feel happy? That isn't of a material nature. What is it that I need in order to feel secure? What wounds do I have that need to be healed so I can stop blocking my blessings and I can manifest what I truly desire? That would make me feel fulfilled. That would make me feel that I have my desires. Make me feel safe. Make me feel secure. What would I need? Okay? So the 15th, the moon is going to be in Aquarius. So you are always connected to the bliss of your spiritual perspective. Okay, as your intuition will focus on where to make changes for you to be your most authentic self. Again, what do I need? What makes me happy? What makes me fulfilled? What makes me feel safe? What makes me feel secure? It's going to help identify those points for you. And when you identify those points, it makes making life decisions easier. It cuts out all the BS. It's going to show you a new way to live. The way to live that benefits you. Because the way that you've been living doesn't make you feel those things. It makes you feel stuck. It makes you feel devoid of happiness. It makes you not want to continue on. But you're going to be shown on how to be you, how to be unapologetically you, on to fulfill your own soul purpose, because we all have a purpose. It's not all the same. We all have different paths. And they're all to benefit humanity in some way. We all have skill sets, right? We all have purposes. We chose to be here. Our souls chose to be here. And we have a purpose to fulfill. And it's when we get, distracted with all the sparkly things and the nonsense that we're, that's forcibly pushed down our throat to tell us that we want. And then we later, in our 20s, 30s, 40s, realize we didn't want any of those things. When we start questioning our actions and we start questioning like our lifestyle and how we've lived, and then we decide we don't want to live like that anymore, that it doesn't make us feel secure. It doesn't make us feel happy or fulfilled, right? So you're gonna have that really illuminated for you. But know that this ascension is typically a time of healing, deep healing. You're going to be protected as you heal, but during the ascension, self-care and rest is very important, because you're going to feel very tired. You're going to feel very depleted. Okay? You need to listen to the signs of your body, and if it tells you to rest, you rest. If it tells you to drink more water, drink more water. If it tells you to make a dietary change, do it. It's ultimately to make you healthier and happier, right? And then the 16th, Sun squares Neptune, and then we're going to have a Leo meteor shower peak day. So hold on for the ride this day, okay, as change is afoot, and let go of hesitation and self-doubt, as there will be intense energy that may cause distress or provide an illusion in the way of following our dreams as we challenge socially accepted opinions and rise above the petty jealousies of others as we overcome self-esteem issues. Like I said, this is about your solar plexus. It's about self-esteem. It's about self-confidence. It's about what you're manifesting is coming towards you, and you got to get rid of all these thoughts, all these, limiting self-beliefs as you embrace your truth, as you embrace your authentic self and what you're trying to do, because opportunity's here, but it's going to take you by surprise. So I says, hold on. It's going to take you by surprise. It's going to throw you off your game for a second. There's going to be an illusion. There's going to be an obstacle, but know that it can be overcome. Have that mindset when it happens. This can be overcome. This can be overcome. And a solution will be presented to you. But there's an opportunity here. Don't waste it. Meteor showers, the peak days are lucky. So there's something that's lucky is gonna happen on this day that's gonna go, this is the opportunity for you. But in order for you to fully embrace it, you have to let go of the self-doubt and the limited beliefs that you can't do things. To fully have that confidence within you that this is for you and that you can do anything. Mind over matter. You can do anything that you put your mind to. Okay? And this is going to be a very lucky day for you to do that. On the 17th, the moon will be in Pisces, okay? So your dreams may be of a mystical nature, as it will provide you with an idea. Stop looking for a sign. The signs that you're looking for are all around you. You just got to pay attention. So angel numbers, like I said, this week's 333. 444 is the angels are surrounding you. 555 is change. 888 is abundance and prosperity coming your way. 777 is good luck. 111 is you're on the right path. Okay? So look at the synchronicities. There's animal synchronicities. Like when you see crows, that means that you're being watched. You're being not like in a bad way. You're being watched by something, watched by the divine. Because a lot of the gods and goddesses have crows as their messengers. Okay. But then you got like owls, which are the wisdom keepers from the other side. Okay, you got squirrels, gathering, collecting skills, things that you are needing to further you on your path. Deer are helping you to get sturdy foot as you go higher in your journey. Okay, you're gonna have sturdy footing as you climb higher. Okay, you're gonna be provided with the assistance. Horses are assistants, like someone's gonna help you. Cats are boundaries. Okay, that they're very into protecting boundaries, but also cats are multi-dimensional beings, which means they can see energies, they can see things. So there could be something around you, okay? Like I said, this is gonna be a time of healing, so make sure you practice good spiritual hygiene. Ritual baths. I sell them on my website. There will be like a brief little part of it at the very end for you to get an idea, but I sell them. And that's to raise the awareness of spiritual hygiene. You need to cleanse your environment. You need to smudge it with like sage, Palo Santo. You need to keep it clean, decluttered, because clutter attracts negative energy. They say, a messy place is a messy mind. It's true. It creates a negative mindset, creates negative internal dialogue, okay? Keeping your place clean, because you are worthy of a clean space to live, eat, and sleep. You are worthy of clean and nutritious food. You are worthy of drinkable water. Okay? You are worthy of nurturing yourself. You are not measured by the things that you can do for other people. You know, that's a big thing, especially during the holidays, is that you feel like you have to do something for other people, that you're only as good as what you can produce. It's not true. It's not true at all. You're worthy of rest, and winter is the time of rest. It's a time of introspection and a time of rest for like every creature, including you. So stop trying to have the same productivity level that you did during summer, because it's not normal. It's against nature to do that, okay? But it's about self-care. So drink your water, take care of yourself, make sure you're getting enough rest, have good spiritual hygiene, okay? And this week's gonna be an overall good week for you. You just gotta hold on. Go with the flow, okay? And so speaking of that, we're gonna talk about the chakra that will mostly be impacted with the energies this week. And it's gonna be the solar plexus here, okay? It is our power center. It is our power center, okay, of personal power and directed will, okay? It's the storage house for judgments, opinions, and beliefs we have gathered about ourselves from the world, so like your environment, okay, which can produce negative internal dialogue if, say, the people around you are very negative, which is what the retrogrades were illuminating to you. Who in your environment is not good for you? Who in your environment pollutes your sense of self-worth? Who in your environment makes you feel like you are unlovable and you are unworthy of blessings and love? Who? Because they told you to cut those people out, and you did. Or if you haven't, you should. Or you're just going to continue to suffer. Okay? In fact, it affects our self-esteem and self-confidence. It's our source of cognition, and it is our psychic energy pump. This is where your intuition is really going to speak to you. Okay? Our thought forms are produced here. Okay? And produces emotional and psychic balance. That's why it's very important, and that's why these secret societies were siphoning and targeting this particular chakra. They're trying to take people's willpower away, their confidence, and their power away. Make people feel disempowered, like they can't do anything in their life, like, oh, poor me, the world sucks. That's why they did that. That's why it's also one that you need to fully, protect. I have a playlist on my YouTube, okay? It's the sounds, frequencies and sounds to cleanse and heal. There's so many different videos on there on frequencies that will heal the body of different things. Okay, there's even a solar plexus one, I believe. But there's so many on there, so I encourage you to check that out, like if you're interested. But listening to it for like 10 minutes can really do wonders. There's even like a distance Reiki guy on there that can help you as well. I'm not a medical professional or a therapist. I encourage you to please seek help from those people before listening to me. I have to state that for legal reasons that my channel is for entertainment purposes only. Okay? So, it's important that your internal dialogue is of a positive nature, okay? Because if it is of a positive nature, your intuition is going to provide you with ideas, provide you with choices of what you can do in order to get you positive outcomes. But if your internal dialogue is negative, it's going to give you like self-sabotaging options for you to choose from. So the yang aspect of this chakra is the expression of the self in the world, and the yin function of this chakra is the opinions and judgments about self and others, okay? It's also the place of gut responses to help us make effective decisions. Listening to your intuition is so important. If it feels like a no, it's a hard no. I've had to teach that to my kids recently because we read a story. It was a Grimm's fairy tale story, and it was about how, it was a very short one, like not even a paragraph, but it was how this guy kept telling this puppy, go on the table and lick the crumbs, go on the table and lick the crumbs. And the puppy's like, the mistress will beat me if I do that. The mistress will beat me if I do that. He's like, but go do it, go do it. And he was very relentless in trying to peer pressure this puppy to go do something he wasn't supposed to do. He knew there was going to be a negative consequence if he did it. Well, this guy was so relentless in trying to get him to do it, so peer pressure. And puppy does it, and what happens? The mistress comes home, sees him on her dinner table, beats the crap out of him. And this puppy looks back at this guy like, hey, you betrayed me. You told me this wouldn't happen. And the guy literally looks at him and laughs and goes, you knew what to expect, yet you did something different. And, listening to others does not serve you. Listening to yourself serves you, okay? Majority of our knowledge comes from within or from the All-High. Okay? And I'm not talking about other people's interpretation of the All-High. I'm talking about you and your connection to the All-High. Like, I seriously thought, there's a lot of witchcraft involved in this because, I've had literally groups of people do black magic on me my entire life. You want to talk about self-confidence? I don't even know what I actually look like, to be honest with you. Meaning, I've had people target me my entire life. I had family who worked with others to literally curse my looks, curse my body, curse my mind, try to sever my connection to God, to try to take away my abilities, because that was part of it. Because there was a prophecy about me that my family knew about, and they didn't want it to come to pass, like in a bad way. Like, it's not like I'm a terrible person, but it was because I was going to have fame. It was because I was going to be a spiritual leader, and they didn't like that shit. Or the fact that I was going to be a generational curse breaker. So any part of their tyranny that was going to happen, it would have been over, because I was the prophesied one to overthrow them. And I would be bestowed with all the gifts. They hated it. So they targeted me my whole life. Like, I look at my pictures, my face looks so different in like every year. And I've always been a very, very healthy person. Like, I've always, I want to go to school to be a dietitian. So, I'm a healer, so I've always picked healing things. That's what I wanted to go to school for. But my face, my body was attacked so heavily by witchcraft. And then when during all these retrogrades, when these people's masks were ripped off, the energy they used to cloak themselves, to hide their negative energy, to hide that they're fucking demons, or that they're dark witches, it came off. And because I am a healer, I'm a Reiki specialist, okay? I'm also a seer, so then I could see it, So it's like I can see with my own eyes, these people are demons. These people are terrible, okay? But then my look started to really transform. So guys, collective, I'm super, super excited to see what I look like. I'm in my 30s, my early 30s. And I have no idea what I naturally look like because I've had so many people do crazy shit to me. No idea. No idea. They've tried to attack my physical form my whole life. Like, they thought I was beautiful then. Let's see how beautiful I am now that the witchcraft's off me, you know? Like, let's see, because I'm so excited. Like, I'm like, man, I truly don't know what I look like. You want to build confidence? Imagining not know your true form and having to build confidence off of that and self-esteem off of that. Not knowing your body, not knowing your true form. Because I know that now. Like, my hair changed colors, you know? Like, my hair is a different style and color, and I've grown to understand the patterns of that. Like, you know, if my hair gets really dark, it means I'm under spiritual attack. It means my higher self is fighting. If my hair is really light, like blonde, because I want to say my natural hair color is blondish. It's like a strawberry blonde almost. Think a hairstylist told me it was dirty dishwater blonde with red tint, okay? And the red tint is passed down. My hair gets really dark when I'm under spiritual attack. But when it's light like that, it means like I'm happy and I'm fine. I'm like, ha ha ha, you know? I truly don't know what I look like. So if you've noticed that my looks have changed, it's because the witchcraft is worn off. The spell that was on me wore off. I'm completely when I found out it was my family, you know, or that I was under spiritual attack, because I'm so well versed in spirituality and the occult, I knew how to decurse myself. I had to know I was cursed first, you know, because there was so much magic done to my third eye. There was so much magic done to my solar plexus to impact my self-esteem, you know. Like, I thought my picker for men was wrong. No, it was because I was literally cursed to attract every kind of narcissistic man to me ever. And to put me in situations that I wouldn't be able to get out of. Like, they literally tried to unalive me in so many different ways as they fed off of my solar plexus and my sacral chakra. Did this for over 10 years at least. I was under heavy attack for at least 10 years. But I had curses placed on me, and an entity tried to bind entities to me since a child. We're talking like 4. Because of some prophecy they got on me when I was a baby. This is some crazy shit. Like, it's true though. It's true. Like, it's a true thing. That my family did this to me. So that's like, when we talk about solar plexus, you want to know like why I'm so confident. You know what kind of confidence you have to have, like, after you get put in life and death situations over and over and over again and you get out of them? I've had to fight for my life in so many different ways. Physical ways, I've had to fight men. I've had to heal myself after rape and domestic violence. Having children almost killed me because they wished for me to die in childbirth. It's like my firstborn almost got stuck inside me. Like, it took me a day and a half to get her out. A day and a half. Like, I was at the final hour of, they're like, do you still want to push, or do you just want me to cut her out because you got another hour before we do it anyway? Kind of like complications. They tried to kill me in childbirth, or they tried to unalive me in childbirth. They attracted all these men to me to lower my self-esteem, to lower my confidence in myself, attacked my face, attacked my body, like they wished me to be obese and fat, despite how much I worked out and all that. They tried to get me off my path in so many ways. And you know what? It really rose my self-esteem after all that, because you can't be no ain't shit bitch if people are willing to invest their souls, their time, their energy, their money with something they're never gonna get back. Like, they're not gonna get their soul back. Like, they signed contracts to the devil. They signed it to whatever deity that they were working with to do all this to me. For what? It was part of the prophecy. It was going to happen anyway. It's literally like part of what opened my eyes to who it was when I studied how to read birth charts, and I studied astrology really heavy when I took like an actual brick and mortar class. It's how I found out who was around me, and that it was a fated event. Like, it literally said word for word that this person would curse me. This person was jealous of me. This person did not have any love in their heart for me. Like, imagine that. It provided great healing because like I purged everything after reading that. It was like the divine gave me the information. So when I tell you, like, you're going to be provided with the information, if your intuition tells you to read something, read it. If your intuition tells you to study something, do it. Like, I couldn't figure out why I was studying the occult for years because, I'm not an evil person. I don't curse or hex people because, I understand universal law. But why I did was because, one, I can protect others from the people who prey on other people, right? I know how to take care of myself on a magical level. I know spiritual hygiene. I know how to protect my boundaries, my energetic, my auric boundaries. I know the consequences for each thing. I know how to transmute the energy. And that was why I studied it for 6 years. Didn't know that. I just read whatever I was drawn to, right? But it was my higher self did that to protect me. Because if I didn't, like, imagine where I'd be, if I didn't. Because I didn't just have family do this to me. I've even had, like, a situationship person do this to me, too, who was jealous that I told them no. Like, a person that I said, no, I don't want to be with you because you're toxic as fuck. You disrespected me. You try to treat me like an option. You were non-committal. You're a narcissist. I don't want anything to do with you. This person worked with other people to try to unalive me and my family because I had the audacity to tell him no, to reject him. So I had different groups of people attack me, for different reasons. So if I didn't have that knowledge that I was attracted to read, where would I be, If I didn't listen to my intuition, where would I be? I think about that all the time. Like, man, and that gives you a sense of self-love. Like, damn me, you're awesome. Damn me, I'm glad I always trusted you. Like, say those things to yourself. Like, and how you can really do it is go, dear me, I love you. Dear me, you're a badass bitch. Dear me, you're powerful. Do it. See how better you feel. Like, you will have a response come out of you. You will have, I can't think of the word, but you will have an involuntary response where you smile or something because your higher self is pleased with you. And it's like, my higher self protected me my whole life. And not only that, but my ancestors. Because like I said, these people were trying to disconnect my, if I'm a seer, it means I'm highly connected to the divine. They tried to make me not believe in God. But God spoke to me in different ways. And it was mostly Goddess that spoke to me, the divine feminine. Goddess was with me my whole life. And Goddess was the one who really encouraged me to study. Goddess was the one who held my hand when I went through rape or went through domestic violence. She held my hand and she made every man that hurt me pay. Without me asking her for it, because I didn't know then of who I was, But she made every person who did anything terrible to me pay, like severely, And that's who I speak to. That's why I have so much love, why I have so much compassion. But I never resonated with the traditional faiths. I never resonated with any of the spiritualities out there because I trusted me and my innate ancient wisdom. I trust myself, okay? I come from a very long line of seers. I'm a hereditary seer, okay? And I had to find that out myself. I had to do the genealogy. I had to do all that on myself because I was lied to my whole life of who I was, who my parents were, things of all that nature. I was lied to at every step of the way, so it would cause me confusion and shame. Like trying to make me feel rejected or isolated or to make me feel shame. Like, no one called me by my name. So I changed my name. I got my power back. No one called me by my name for 18 years of my life. I had literally family members who refused to call me by my name, and they would call me different gender names. Imagine being a girl called George. It's not your name, so it's the ultimate form of disrespect. But then it's designed to make you question your gender identity. by the same people who would have shamed me if I became transgender or gay. So a lot of heavy narcissism, a lot of abuse. But I had those people do that to me. It's like they pushed me to excel, to be great, like to do great in school. But when I did, they're like, oh, no, go back in. We don't want you to outshine us. No. Like I was the only kid out of both sides of the family that didn't have their college paid for. I had to find my own path. I was the one who did college and high school, got trophies for reading. But I literally had every obstacle put in my way because these people did not want me to succeed and they didn't want me to outshine them. I was the only kid. I was the most worthy, but I was the only kid that they literally tried to obstruct my success in every way and then they gave me so many curses, cursing my stability, my finances. So I worked 2 jobs for well over 15 years. They tried to curse my sleep, my body. Like I said, I don't even know what I look like. I don't know what my true form looks like. Truly, I don't. We're going to find out together. But, like I said, if you want a reason to get out of bed each morning, there's one. I got to be a truly amazing person, someone destined for great things. For people, groups of people to do that shit to me. Because nobody would do that to somebody who wasn't shit. Nobody would do that to a nobody. Nobody would literally spend hours, days of their life. We're talking someone spent 30 years of their life to hurt me. Like that was their life mission, was to hurt me. 30 years. Imagine wasting 30 years of your life you'll never get back, doing something terrible to somebody and then having to reap that karma. Like imagine that. If you were trying to unalive them, make them sick, make them poor, and now it's all coming back to you 30 years later. That makes me feel truly sorry for someone to be so miserable and so consumed with hate to live that way. What a terrible way to live, I don't resonate with it. I don't understand it, but it's a truly miserable person who is completely devoid of happiness and joy. It's a sad way to be, right? To spend 30 years of your life you'll never get back trying to hurt another person that did nothing to you. It's astounding, right? And that's what the solar plexus is, guys. If I didn't have any willpower, if I didn't have the determination, one of the characters I really resonated with was Lagatha from Vikings. Somebody put her in a brothel. She was raped over and over again. And she became a very, very renowned and vicious queen, like a shield maiden. She was literally undefeated as far as war. She went to war after war after war, fighting the front lines along with Ragnar. And it was her willpower. They literally revered her as a god because of how she was able to fight, how she was able to keep going after all that happened to her. And there was a phrase that she says that I'm going to say to you that is truly inspiring. And she goes, "This is not how my story ends. This is not what defeats me." So if you feel overburdened, if you feel like the world's against you, say that phrase and believe it and live it. This is not what defeats me. This is not the end of my story. This is not how my story ends. It'll get you through it. It'll truly, truly get you through it. And what you can do is, if you're trying to embody a spirit whose qualities that you wish to have within yourself, you can call on them. Say light a candle and call on them. If you want the strength of Lagatha, the willpower, the determination to succeed, to overcome obstacles, she would be a good one to call on. Or the Morgan, the battle queen, the goddess of sovereignty, of war, of fertility, of life, death, and rebirth, the goddess of fate. She's a good one too. She'll get you through it. She'll help you overcome. But you have to treat these beings with the utmost respect and humility. And the Morgan will give you what you want, but you have to prove that you are worthy. She doesn't give anything too easily because she makes you earn it. And if you earn it, it can't be taken from you. Because the Morgan is a divine feminine. She is of the goddess of Banja. Some people call her Gaia, whatever. The divine mother. The equal to God. Because the All High is both masculine and feminine energies combined into one called the All. So, just because you don't resonate with the established religions out there doesn't mean that you're not faithful. It doesn't mean that you're not spiritual. It doesn't mean that you're not connected to God. Okay? It doesn't make you atheist, doesn't make you anything, just because you don't resonate with systems that were designed to oppress people and to keep them down and to feed off of their fear. You can have faith. And you can have hope and other things. Like nature's a good way to get faith in the divine and to find the divine, because the divine is everywhere in nature. And it'll be an unspoken force that's around you that you won't be able to rationalize as anything else. And it's through your solar plexus, your willpower, your self-esteem, your confidence in yourself. That's going to be what gets you forward through this ascension. It's going to be what gets you to shed old beliefs and opinions that people try to get you to believe about yourself that weren't true. Okay? Okay, so dysfunctions of this chakra is confusion, power issues, codependency, like when mixed with love and power needs. Stomach problems like from swallowing people's opinions about you. Digestive and metabolic disorders. How you can help this would be to eat 5 to 6 small meals of healthy fats like olive oil and omega-3. Eat protein and exercise. Addictions that stem from this would be caffeine, beer, corn processed, alcohol, and sugar. Intense hatred or being overly critical of yourself and others. So before we go, I'm gonna close this out. I forgot to do this last time, but I love this deck. We're gonna get messages from your higher self, since this week is going to be really, really critical in opening up that doorway for you to access your higher self and the information it holds, if you haven't already gotten that. Spirit, what information does our higher self want us to know for this week? Spirit, what is the information our higher self wants us to know about this week? This is going to be a heart opening. Like I said, it's about healing. Someone you know, it may even be you, is withholding love and creating a very emotionally painful experience for everyone involved. Okay? You don't need other people's loves to validate love of self. Loving thyself is how you attract high vibrational love to you, because people mirror what you put out. So if you put out that you love yourself, you will get someone who loves you in an equal magnitude, okay? But there's someone maybe withholding love from you. Let them go. Lightheartedness, it's time for you to let your inner child out and play, because it's about healing inner child wounds. So dance, sing, do something that makes you feel joy, okay? Like there's games, like this is the festive season, so go look at some festival of lights. Go to see like the Nutcracker. Go, there's lots of holiday games out there. I'm failing to think of them at the moment, but there's lots of holiday things to do. Go do them, let your inner child out. Soul contracts. Before you were born, you agreed to partake in specific experiences that assist in the evolution of your soul. So the traumatic events and the painful experiences that you were releasing, the people who did this to you were soul contracts. They were meant to evolve and get your soul to grow through experience. So for me, I forgave the people that hurt me, that did all this to me. Because one, like I said, they destroyed themselves. It speaks volumes about them and it speaks volumes about me. My character speaks for itself, you know? But I forgive them for me. Because to not forgive people is how you block your heart chakra, which blocks your blessings and your abundances, and also closes you off from the love that you deserve. And me, I refuse to be denied anything that I am meant for. I have a poem on my YouTube. It's under the Pagan Wisdom. It's called "I'm Coming for All That's Mine." I've had so much taken from me. I've had so much stolen from me. I've had all these positive experiences stolen from me. I had these people trying to make me live in despair, isolation, and depletion. No one's stopping me from nothing. Can't stop, won't stop. I'm not being denied shit. If it's meant for me, it's mine kind of way, okay? I'm coming for all that's mine and nobody's gonna stop me from it. That means no heartaches from the past, no people who tried to hurt me. I'm gonna forgive it, give it, surrender it to God, and I'm gonna be doing whatever it is that I'm doing, because you know what? I'm gonna have the joy. I'm gonna have the peace, because I have peace now because of that. I don't harbor any hatred. Why? To harbor hatred and to be in pain lets those who hurt me win. I don't let people win. It's not the end of my story. It's not what defeats me. I win. My soul wins. Say someone takes me out, they take me out, but I know I did everything I could to live a good life and to be who I wanted to be. And you know what? If and when I'm reborn in the next life, I'll have a great life of luxury. And if I don't, I'll be up with the Creator. And I know the other side loves me. Like I said, I'm a seer. I have direct access. I know how much the 5D loves me. You're never alone. Know that. No matter how isolated you feel with other people, you're surrounded by your ancestors and the divine at all times. And other beings that are around you, okay? There's other beings that are around you, other spirits that love you. And that are always around you, trying to give you information, trying to speak to you. We are never alone, ever. Okay? And for some people that can be very negative because, you know, like they're summoning demons and shit, so they're definitely not alone. But we're never alone. Forgive and let it to God. Don't let these people rob you of any more of your life. Don't let them rob you of any joy or peace that you deserve or the love that you deserve. Because say if you wallow in your wounds, if you wallow in your heartache, you rob yourself of joy. You rob yourself of peace. Why would you do that to yourself? You deserve so much more. So healing from these soul contracts is going to give you that love that you wanted. It's going to give you the life that you wanted. You just have to heal first. Which is hard, but it's the most beneficial thing for you. Because why would you let those who tried to destroy you? You get two options, be destroyed or to overcome. And to overcome, you have to heal. Because ultimately, healing is our responsibility. It's not fair what happens to us. And a lot of it doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. Say, like all the spiritual attacks just taught me how to protect myself and to protect the public, to protect the collective. Like I educate people on how to protect themselves from being under mystic attack, on how to heal themselves after they've been damaged, how to put themselves back together, because I myself have had to do that. So it happened for me, not to me. When you look at things that way, and the fact that you've been able to overcome so much, makes going forward a lot easier. So it happens for you, not to you. And there's choices to make. You can choose to wallow in the wound, which robs you of your joy, keeps you in low vibration, or you can heal. And the best revenge is to be happy, to be successful, to be at peace despite what everyone else tried to do to take it from you. That's the best revenge. Okay, collective. Thank you for watching. Mila boikas. 1,000 thanks. Take care of yourself. Please stay tuned for a brief little snippet of the princess and her inner voice.